Alright, what is up everybody? Here we are today with the classic triple nod air. We are splashing Kane today, so a little bit different. Kane does give you more game against pitbulls, I guess, but you have to time the Kane pretty well to take out a bunch of pitbulls to win the game against a good pitbull player. But the deck is effectively just amazing versus Nod. Nod has no good light anti-air units, really. So the deck is phenomenal versus Nod and a lot worse versus GDI. It's still strong though, like the Catship and the Shade are both overpowered. I think Phantom's kind of overpowered as well. And that's pretty much all you build. Like you just like you have rifle missiles you're opening and then you just make those 3 units. The bikes are in here so that if your opponent has Phantoms or Hammerheads, then you have a way to attack those units without just having to mirror a Phantom or Hammerhead all day with your own Phantoms. So, also, like, you know, things like Drone Swarm are annoying. Like, this is just the best answer to light air. Oh, and Talons as well. Talon is another unit that you really struggle with this deck if you didn't have bikes. So yeah, that's why you play the bikes. Really, it's just Pitbull this deck has issues with. It's pretty good versus almost everything else, but Pitbull is a big problem. We're going to move in with the rifles first. He did not fall for the bait. He targeted our bikes. But yeah, once we get to Phantom, these Mohawks won't be a problem. You can even just beat Mohawks with bikes. And he's saddened to learn that our Harvester is not in the default spot, and therefore he cannot attack it. Alright, well, we've got ourselves a really high tier opponent here. Sending his air unit at our Harvester. And then going double Harvester himself. Good stuff, good stuff. So yeah, once we get Phantom, we'll just shut down all of this nonsense. I guess we'll go harass this Harv a little. No idea what his deck is. Looks like he's just going to go tech now. Just going to go air tower into tech. Yep, there's a Ruptor. That shouldn't be a problem for the Shades. Now, it is a problem for the Kane. Actually, Ruptor will just one-shot the tower before the tower kills the Ruptor, which is kind of dumb. Nice. Nice boost. Alright, super close game. Super close game. Alright, 1-0.
Objective complete. 3, 2, 1. New objective received.
Okay.
Building online.
So we're against Nod, which is our favoured matchup, obviously. Love to be against Nod. Yo, Mudpusher, thank you for the 5 gift subs, man. And welcome to Hellish Hound, Parasite, Viper Gaming, Narv, and Fox75. Alright, so we're going to 3v2 these rifles. We're going to push in over here as well. He does catch it, right? So I could go bikes or I could go Phantom. Because I want to get my air tower open anyway, and it's better against the catch-up than the bikes are, I'm just going to go for Phantom. It might be a little slow. Yeah, it's a little slow, but I think it will be alright. Alright, cool. Come some lasers. We'll get some riflemen down here. Get some more riflemen up here. We'll get the Phantom onto this spot. Boosted militants coming in. Oh my god, okay. That shouldn't really be a problem. Yeah, it's not. Second half. This deck is not great at punishing Harvesters, but you can go for bases because you have Catship, which is super broken. So I think I'm just going to send the Catship at his base here. Phantom could also do some good support damage, because I really want to fight his Phantom with my Phantom. Oh, his Phantom's 1 level down. GG. 1 level down Phantom just gets 1 shot. Yeah, it's not really a fair matchup.
You are victorious.
Breakpoints are dumb.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, so we're going to open our rifles. Get some scout on. Also get that missile charging. And we'll set a Harvester down bottom here. Yo, Tank, thank you for the gift sub to Tweed Machine, my dude. We don't want to push in here because we'll have a 2v2. We're going to go down here. I don't think we want to stall really though, so I do need to get off this pad. I'm going to go third rifle because I don't want to go straight into catship here. So we'll go get a 2v1 up here, get the missile charging again. It was quite a lot of delay though. I should not have got onto the pad. I should have just chilled off the pad. It was a misplay. I don't want to pop cap myself on more rifles, but I think I'm going to have to here. Let's get this guy to die. Alright, opponent's just doing nothing for some reason. Oh, he has 2 harvesters, that's why he's doing nothing. Alright, let's get catship and maybe go for the base. Here's hammerhead, alright. So we'll back up. We're actually pop capped right now, which is unfortunate. Need to lose some of these riflemen. There's no way this catship lives, right? Like, it's just gonna, because we're pop capped. We get the phantom and try and shoot the hammerhead on the way past. And then this is why the bikes are in the deck, basically, because you don't want to try and fight hammerheads and phantoms with just phantom. You want to have another unit to help you out that it doesn't shoot back at. Yeah, so you see bike volley and then the phantom finishes off. That's a really efficient way to deal with hammerheads and phantoms. Mammoth tank. Alright, sure. I guess I'll Obelisk. Although, he's not going to make it to the pad. I mean, a Mammoth really isn't an issue for my deck anyway, because I have Shades. Like, even if the Mammoth gets to the pad, I don't think it's that difficult to deal with. Man, this week's been super good in streaming. Should have gone rifles first here. That's a misplay. Although on this map, because I move my harvester a lot of the time, people's rushes go the wrong way. And as evidenced by this bike squadron randomly driving over there. I'm going to let the bikes in. Wait, this was a misplay. I was like, I'm going to let the bikes in because they'll get trapped and I can kill them with the lasers, because I thought a second bike was coming. But now that I see it's a buggy, this was a misplay. Although rifle plus laser does actually beat the buggy, so we do kill the buggy there. And then we're going to kill the bike as well. I guess I should just go air tower. So that's where I want to be anyway. Once we get like one shade, we can just shut down infinite buggies as well.
I designed this missile myself.
Alright, so kill that buggy. Get another missile troop. Probably going to lose half here. Not sure if the shade reloads in time. No, we're not going to. Oh, we did lose it. I thought I was going to survive that hit. That's a shame. Let's get the harvester down here again. And then we'll just get a catship for these riflemen. Shade plus catship beats up on bikes pretty easily. Yeah, you can see how like the bikes just don't really perform very well in this matchup. This is kind of why the deck is so good against Nod, because bikes are like the best light anti-air and they don't do a great job versus these units. And like stealth tank is heavier but also doesn't do a great job because the shade is too strong. You kind of need to have phantom if you want to beat the triple Nod air with Nod. Like without phantom you have no chance. Even with phantom it just turns into a phantom mirror, but without phantom you pretty much have no chance. Yeah, I can pretty much just make air units and then chill. Pop an Obelisk for fun, but you know. This is a pretty good example of Nod just really desperately struggling to deal with the Nod air units. Alright, well. Easy win.
Mission accomplished. 3, 2, 1.
Alright, a little bit surprised I lost my harvester last game, to be honest. But this time I'll go rifles first anyway. I should really be going rifles first anyway. But, yeah, a little surprised I lost the half. Didn't defend it as well as I could have. I could have just pulled it back as well and blocked it better. I kind of thought that once I got the shade it would be easy. So opponents opened lasers, which I think is pretty much always a terrible play. Unless you know your opponent's opening wheels, going laser first is pretty terrible. Spikes, alright. Not sure why, but alright. Looks like he's going for my harvester, which isn't there, as always. Yeah. And we'll go shade. So we're just gonna get the first missile very easily. And we're gonna catch it for these flamers and these lasers. This deck really is just easy mode versus Nod. His own shade, alright. Doesn't really fight my shade. He's probably gonna go for my harvester with it. Yeah, high tier stuff, man. I will intercept with Phantom. The Phantom Interceptor. And now, good sir, his own Phantom. Yup. Makes sense. Okay. This deck really is just easy mode in the Nod mirror.
Objective complete. 3, 2, 1. New objective received.
Probably should have gone rifles first here. Instead of harvester first. Let's give him a greeting.
Glory to Nod!
Glory to Nod. Oh, level 9, yikes.
Unit ready. Lasers for the Brotherhood. We're ready to serve. Lasers. What's needed?
Gonna block him from getting 2v1.
Advancing.
We'll go second laser.
Ready to serve. Your command. What's needed? Taking position.
Probably gonna see Chuggy. I was gonna say Fanatics, but we've gone Chuggy. So we're just gonna chill and let our lasers fight the Chuggy. They'll do some damage, and we'll wait for a shade. If he doesn't have anti-laser units, then we can just make laser protected by shade, and it'll be very difficult for him to beat that.
Unit ready. Move. Ready moving the shade. Time. Lasers taking herd. Starting engaging. Lasers charge. Awaiting orders.
Fight. Sure.
Destroy the shade.
Hide the shade. Yeah, I guess we just want more shades. I should move the rifles in first. Take the damage. Alright, cool. It's very hard for Nod to beat shades. Like, you can't really beat shades with just bikes. That's not a reasonable game plan. Yeah, this guy's deck seems very bad against the triple Nod air. And like Nod is inherently bad versus this deck, but this guy's deck seems especially bad. I guess we can put an Obelisk down front. Alright, that was not a close game.
Enemy base destroyed. 3, 2, 1.
Alright, so I'm going to run mature rifles first. Although against GDI it's less necessary because their rushes are pretty weak. So we see some dogs. No big deal.
Unit ready. Lasers for the glorious death. Lasers charged. Kill them all.
This rifleman came in a little too early. He's going to get punished. Get a second laser.
Here's our laser squad. We'll hit them with precision. We'll hit them with precision. We'll hit them with precision. Our lasers.
What are we gonna see here? Snipers maybe? Shocks. Alright. Shocks are obviously terrible against catship. So I'm pretty happy to see shocks when I'm playing this deck.
As he desires. Laser squad, ready for anything.
Pitbull is very good against the deck though, so less happy to see that one. I can just play a laser catship plan for now.
Your command. Take
Two weapons are better than one. Combustion cannons loaded.
I'll grab a shade to go and kill this Pitbull. Oh, need to get the catship over here. Alright, cool. So we did take that missile out. Mostly because the shocks are so bad against the catship. That's the main reason that missiles went our way. Because they're so easy to kill the catship. And then lasers take over the game. Once we get close to the end of the missile, I'll put down an Obelisk to kill pitbulls. It doesn't look like it's going to necessarily be. I'm not sure it's going to be necessary. Well, we'll put down an Obelisk. Start killing these pitbulls with it. Yeah. Alright, GG. This deck is kind of easy mode.
Mission accomplished. 3, 2, 1. New mission.
Alright, let's go rifles first. We are against Nod again, so we're pretty heavily favoured. I'm gonna harvest the militants. Try and
I
block these
designed
militants.
this missile myself.
I'm getting anywhere relevant. Alright, so we have pretty solid defender's advantage. He's most likely going to have to tech switch because third militant. Or we'll go third militant as well. Pretty sure he has tech, so he's happy to stall. Well, I'm not happy to stall. Catch it. Alright, we want to just go Phantom. Second catch it was pretty aggressive. Oh, this rifle is supposed to be over here on this pad. Alright, so we get first missile out. Gonna put these two to block the bites. Run away, Phantom. Then we want to get shades. Guess he's trying to pop cap me, given that we have these riflemen on one man. Yeah, he's trying to pop cap me. We'll put the rifleman in some Tiberium. Just make some more shades for now. And then we'll get some lasers. Gonna lose this shade up top for sure. Let's block this militant, which should win. Alright, nice.
Unit offline. Objective complete. 3, 2, 1. New objective.
Alright. Hey Desta. We've both got rifle opening. We're gonna have a little interaction. He's gonna win that fight because I'm in here. He stopped on that tile slightly before me. He'll win by like 1 or 2 models. Looks like it's gonna be 2. So this means we're slightly behind in the rifle mirror. We're gonna push in and target the healthy rifleman. And then retarget here.
Unit offline. Unit ready.
We're just gonna keep spamming riflemen and pushing them in. Now we've managed to regain defender's position because of the way we played our rifleman. So he's probably gonna tech switch now. Yeah, he's gonna Razorback. This is not great. I really want to go Phantom against this Razorback, but I didn't have enough money and the missile's about to fire. So I just don't have a choice. I have to go Bikes. Even though Bikes are a lot worse in this spot than Phantom would have been. I'm going to get a cat ship now. So I need something that can get onto the pad through a block. He messed up by moving that Razorback off. I think that Razorback would have lived long enough if he'd left it on the pad to fire the missile. Grab a shade. Alright, nice, we got a good flip there. There's a lot of pitbulls, and pitbull is the biggest weakness of this deck. We want to start making lasers. That's our... Lasers can deny... can be like an area denial unit against pitbulls. But we basically want to play fairly conservative until the missile's about to fire. And then we want to... then we want a Kane to remove all of the pitbulls. This Phantom is like a big investment, but I need it for the Razorback, I think. I'm gonna get both of these to go and try and take care of the pitbull. Alright, so now is about the time I need to Obelisk. Take care of pitbulls. Yep, there goes one pitbull. Nice. So you see that the timing on the Obelisk is super important to clear out pitbulls, because the pitbulls are a big issue for the deck.
You are victorious.
Alright, so last game against Mammoth again. I don't think he's like to rush me, so we'll just go Harvester first. We are favoured because it's a nod mirror, but obviously, like, if someone pop caps you, then you can always just lose games to random pop capping. So he wants to stall. Pretty sure he is playing tech. Oh, look, he put his harvest in the wrong place. The thing is, he's moving it here, which I think is actually also a mistake. Once it's got to the wrong spot, the reason not to... I guess it is... No, it is correct to move it, actually. I thought it through, and I think it is correct to move it. I was going to say, the reason to move it originally is so you don't have that downtime when it's moving later on. And obviously by having it already here and then moving it, you artificially create that downtime earlier on. But given the way Rivals economy works and money ramps up over time, you are better off moving it earlier than later. Because the later you wait, the more money you'll lose when it moves. So I do think it is actually correct to have moved it. I'm gonna go cat ship. I don't want to go cat ship here really, but I look like I'm losing these pads, so I need to tech switch. He's gone straight into stealth tank. It's not great for me. Oh, get on the pad! Oh my god, what are you doing? Rifleman, what are you doing? What are you doing, Rifleman? I don't know why these riflemen up here weren't on the pad. I could have sworn I told them to move onto the pad. That was unfortunate. Oh, another stealth tank, run away. Yeah, that was not good. So yeah, I lost that missile because my rifleman decided to be jabronis. Alright, so we absorbed that stealth tank shot. Didn't manage to get in and punish it though. Yeah, get another cat ship. We need something to kill these militants. Oh, we did lose the shade, but we can make more shades. They're not super expensive. Has a lot of stealth tanks. I really only have shade that beats stealth tank as well. There's a lot of stealth tanks. There's like 4 stealth tanks. Oh, I have Kane. What am I talking about? I'm being an idiot. I should obviously just Obelisk the stealth tanks. Yeah, I actually Obelisk too late, and now it's not that relevant because those stealth tanks. I already won the missiles, so it didn't really matter anymore. But yeah, I should have Obelisk way sooner, and then I wouldn't have been this close. Oh god. He's trying to pop cap me again.
Phantom moving to coordinates. Phantom ready to shut him down. Phantom flying out.
So because the shade is so much cheaper than the stealth tank, it's pretty easy to make trades of like stealth tank for shade over and over.
Phantom awaiting target.
Need to remember to use my Obelisk sooner this time. Or I think I'm going to put it down now, in fact.
Phantom under fire. Phantom ready.
Alright, cool. I think we're pretty favoured here. Nice! This deck is insane versus Nod. Like, I'm so heavily favoured playing the triple Nod Air versus stealth tank build.
Enemy base destroyed.
Yeah, I messed up that first missile, but then... No, I actually messed up the first two missiles because I forgot to Obelisk sooner. But third one, we Obelisk pretty early and it was fairly dominant. Yeah, so his deck is literally like mine, but with Oksana and Stealth Tank instead of Phantom. And I think I'm just massively favoured in that matchup because the Stealth Tank is so bad versus Shade, and you have to make Stealth Tank to fight the air units. So yeah, I think it's a pretty savagely favoured for me there. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that. The triple Nod Air is very strong. The reason you don't see it all the time, you do see it quite a lot at the top of the ladder, but the reason you don't see it constantly is because it's not that good versus GDI. Like, it's insane versus Nod, but it's not that good versus GDI, so it's like a really polarizing deck. At the top of the ladder, really good pitbull players are going to punish you when you play it. Kane helps a little bit with that, but then I guess Kane is perfectly reasonable choice with this deck. But yeah, early pitbull spam can be a problem, and Kane can't catch you back up from that. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time.